Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to a very rare and exciting afternoon stream of Trails in the Sky second chapter. Due to circumstances that led to my controller breaking down all of a sudden, I was unable to finish what I wanted to do for the episode yesterday, so doing it now, while I have both the time and the opportunity to do so. In any case, last time around, we started on Chapter 3, The Mad Tea Party. We were contracted by the Royal Army to do some investigations for them, and it seems like we've got to visit the embassies of both countries, Erebonia and Calvard. We have to visit the Liberal Castle, as well as the Liberal News. So we've got plenty of work on our shoulders to do. And we were also midway through a quest, which is really annoying. The worst place to be stopped at. In any case, Blue Blanc stole a photo of the RCL, or a portrait rather. So, you know, we've got a lot on our plates. Anyway, since we're in the Calvard Embassy, let's go bug the ambassador. Well, luckily for us, Zen's pretty close to us, so getting into the Calvard Embassy is a cakewalk. No, that's too vague a question, Estelle. Who doesn't? Wow, that's real social grace right there. That's what a politician is supposed to do. Technically. Yeah, it's just a statement. It's soft power. It's not, you know, actual power. And of course, Erebonia and Calvard's relationships are particularly sour. And naturally, the Calvard Embassy believes that Erebonia is responsible for these threatening letters. Yeah. And while we're here, we might as well ask about Ren's parents. And since Crossbell is on the border of both Erebonia and Calvard, it'd be worthwhile to check their embassy as well. So, looks like No real leads, but we've crossed a few suspects off the list at least. Our next destination is the, it's actually the Grand Arena, because that's where, Blue Blanc's Clue wants us to go. Let's go ahead and get ourselves into a fight. As you can see, we've got the creepy music. So we seem to be at the right place at the very least. Anyway, welcome to the Grand Arena. We're not going to be doing any martial arts tournaments here. Pass. 100% pass. Anyway, our competition's arrived, and it's a bunch of floating ice crystals. Yeah, these guys, despite how they look, only the Master Cryon has a weakness to fire, so just keep that in mind. Oh, I don't have anything on Zen. Crap. I just have his base equipment on. Whoops. I should fix that. And I don't want to heal, so let's go ahead and finish that guy off real quick here. Oop. Sorry about that. Anyway, Chloe's frozen. That's not good. Well, it's not gonna matter. Yeah. Easy fight, easy level up. And for our victory, we get a treasure chest. Phantom Thief B is a weird dude. And with that, we've got the portrait of the RCL. And one last message from, the Phantom Thief. Anyway, he was just playing around. He's not the, he doesn't want to upstage, the real enforcer here. And it sounds like, yeah, no point thinking about it. These are some weird dudes after all. Yep, so that's another quest complete. Good job, us. So, we're gonna head back down to the... Wait, Erebonia's embassy's on the north part, not the south part, sorry. Yeah, This is the Erebonian embassy right here. But before I do that, just want to do a couple of things real quick. Put actual equipment on Zin. Make him less likely to get pooped out of the building here. And I suppose I should give him some sort of prevention against the nasty things that happen. Sure. Petrification prevention seems fine. And so does 1000 defense. Zin, what are you doing in the back? Get in the front. Your entire job is to take hits, so take some hits. There we go. And at the very least, Oral Blast is actually set to his S-Break, so I don't have to do anything of that regard. Make sure to make a save, and let's go into the embassy. Yeah, no reason to refuse the debaucherous, the wandering minstrel, Olivier Lenheim. Anyway, welcome to the Erebonian embassy. It's got more of that old school aesthetic feel to it, rather than Calvard's new school appeal. Alas, that the actors are unequal to the set dressing. And check it out. It's our favorite bosom companion, Mueller Vander. It would be better if I could cut you in half and be done with it. Did you know? Absence makes the heart grow fonder. Estelle Bright, you have my thanks. I can only imagine the trouble this idiot's been causing you. He's been really well-mannered, comparatively. Well, ignoring the lunatic. And since Major Vander will introduce us to the ambassador, that's probably going to help us out in the long run. You, thought we had faith in you for this? If you introduced us, you'd probably want to have us kicked out. Alrighty then, so Mueller's gonna say, hey, we got some visitors, you know, deal with that. So take a look around, not that there's too much in here. I feel to merely call this force love does a disservice to our bond. My. Wait, does that mean you've dumped Mueller? My head hurts. I think I'm starting to understand Mueller's suffering. But yeah, that's the real reason why you want to explore the embassy. Anyway, there's a whole swack of books in here, including the entirety of the Carnelia series, if for some reason you didn't read it in the first game. You're really missing out if you didn't. Anyway, this guy is mentioning a town called Parm. It's famous for its spinners. And yeah, probably got you too used to the convenience of airships, because the railways don't really go to Parm. Well, they do, but they're a ways away. Of course, we don't see Parm until like 5 games later, so... 6 games later. So, let's go ahead and talk to the ambassador. So, check out this stuffed shirt. And I am the servant of love and peace. Oh my god. Ugh, you. Or me, for that matter. Well, the Emperor seems to like the pact. And, no one's willing to forsake the Emperor, especially in Erebonia. You'll see just how crazy they are about it later. So he thinks it's somebody outside the Empire. Naturally, blame somebody in Calvard. Of course. Opposition. Doing whatever it pleases. Don't get me wrong, our political parties aren't too great, but... But let's ask what the real power in Erebonia has to say about this pact. The highest appointed official of our most glorious and august imperial government. The Blood and Iron Chancellor, Gileath Osborne. He won't be important at any point in this story. Our nation's peace must be built on a foundation of blood and iron. You criticize your Emperor's Chancellor. Very easily, it seems. And you can see that, you know, Olivier's very good at pulling the strings. Apparently, Chancellor Osborne likes this pact as well. So, there's been no pressure to negotiate about this. It seems everything's going swimmingly. And apparently they haven't seen this Hayworth guy either, so... This isn't looking good. Where the hell are her parents gone to? So at the very least, Mueller will be nice enough to show us to the gate. And with a super secret 5th party member, we have a super secret 5th, gotta get a book, and you only have this very brief window to do it. And he mentions how buffer states work, how basically Liberl, Crossbell, and Nord form a nice little north to south buffer between Erebonia and Calvard. Because, you know, realpolitik, gotta love it, right? Anyway. Talk to the librarian here. And there's a banned book on the shelves. Oh no. Guess we're gonna have to take this banned book. So yeah, that's 4th volume of Gambler Jack. That's the only time you can get it, so keep your eyes open. And don't tease the ambassador too much, the Chancellor's getting on his ass. But yeah. That's the 2 embassies down, so we just have the castle and the liberal news to check. And apparently Olivier has something else on his mind at the moment. Oh dear. Oh my. Yep. If those jokes too far, and I may have to spear you upon the embassy flagpole. Haha. So that's the direction I should approach from. You teach me more every day. Alternately, I could just cut you in half right here. I'm fairly sure I could explain it to Lord Cranaw. Euler and Olivier are such good buddies. Yep, buddies. That's what we call them. All right. Let's go ahead and poke our heads into the hotel. Why? Why not? I also talked to Agate here. And he's like, hey, screw off, I'm working here. But yeah, before we do anything else, let's turn in this quest to the Bracer Guild. That's the Fisherman's Guild. Still E+ bracers. Nothing new on the shelves. Okay. Now let's run on over to the castle. Don't sneak into the castle. That's a crime. Anyway, it's our favorite privates, Dan and Alex. And we can enter super easily now that Gransel's not under martial law. Only slightly popular. Now entering ladies Chloe and Estelle and their entourage. Yep, Olivier and Zin have been demoted to entourage. Wow. Ow. Anyway. Let's go crash this castle party. We can ask a few people here, but Julia's gone, so... Of course, the Queen's head maid. Grandmother will be in her chambers, and Hilda will probably be somewhere important. Maid's room, queen chamber, off we go. So let's go to none of those places first. There isn't actually anything hiding in this castle that you need to get, but there are some NPCs hanging around if you want to talk to them. You can actually visit the Royal Guard room, and not just look at it from a distance, other than that infiltration scene. The pantry's still stocked with food and junk. And the seal on Grancel Castle's basement is again tightly sealed, so everything seems fine in that regard. Teach me your recipes, old man. Yeah, basically she's saying, main entrance, it's over here. Oh, Estella's a maid. Oh, noble endeavors both. I'm sure it must have been quite beauteous to behold. Yeah, we are super fortunate that Olivier has not seen Joshua in a dress or a maid outfit. Apparently Hilda's in the library, so we'll check there. Nothing in here, that's just a maid's changing room. And this is the command center of sorts. I'm pretty sure fishing prowess doesn't change your status in marriage. You're equals for better or worse. Apparently the treasury has been manipulated by the intelligence division, and they're still picking up the pieces. Good old forensic accounting. These are all the guest rooms. Doesn't seem like any guests are currently in right now, so it doesn't really amount to much. Apparently the intelligence division has also taken a lot of books. And there's Hilda. So Hilda seems pretty much on the ball. Figure out what she knows. And she knows it's kind of not anyone in the castle. That's fairly obvious. There's no reason anyone would upset the queen after we successfully thwarted the coup. Apparently there have been several letters sent to the Queen. Petitions to reduce or annul Colonel Richard's sentence. Interesting. Probably sent by members of the intelligence division themselves. And we might as well ask her about the Haywards. Oh, shit, she does remember him. That's a sign of good news. Apparently he asked for a tour a couple of days ago. And both Ren and his wife are with him, so that's positive news. Oh. They seemed even-tempered and normal, but not even to pay attention after coming to see a place. They might have been in some kind of real trouble then. And hey, we might be able to stay at the castle with our BFF Chloe. Well, we got some positive news from this expedition. Now we just need to go check on the Queen. She will not be in the throne room. Yeah, apparently the maids weren't too fond of Duke Dunan and his lecherous ways. I mean, he did try to invite Estelle to serve him tea late at night. Ugh. Just thinking about that makes me... Ugh. In any case, that's enough of that. Looks like the bartender's cleaning up for the day. So let's check in at the Royal Terrace. There's actually a fishing spot somewhere here, if you're still looking for all the spots. I don't remember if it was exactly on the garden terrace or if it was inside the royal keep somewhere, but there's a fishing spot here. Anyway, the Queen is guarded by the royal guardsmen, naturally. And, you know, obviously they'll let us through. Nobody in Chloe's room, naturally. So let's go bug the Queen, who appears to be on the balcony, because everywhere else in this goddamn castle has been checked. Naturally, she was expecting us, because Sig's here too. And Queen Alicia understands everything about the Estelle and Joshua situation. Mr. Lenheim. Yes. Like she doesn't know exactly who he is. That's a good point. We'll see what Chloe thinks, and see if it matches what Alicia has in mind. Those goddamn extreme right-wing citizens. Yeah, so that's where Queen Alicia's suspicion is, on people affiliated with the Intelligence Division, the general right wing of Liberl, that sort of thing. Those who want a stronger military presence in the country. Rather than working with Ereboni and Calvar, they'd prefer to fight them. And she does make a good point. Regardless of whether people's views are intolerant or incorrect, they still have the freedom to express themselves and be harshly judged for their beliefs, but regardless. And they don't really have the power to act. And that's a good point. Why do you want to push this non-aggression pact now? I suppose he's actually asking out of legitimate curiosity rather than, playing a troll. And judging by the state of affairs in the world, with Crossbell being pretty much under siege, it's a good idea to force through what they were planning to do all along. Yep. Yeah, lucky you. We just started this episode. I played a bit earlier this morning. I don't know, I wouldn't call it 2 a.m. in the morning, but I guess it technically is. And yeah, we've just been working through Chapter 3 here. Talking with the members of the embassy, and now the Queen herself. And, just some interesting foreshadowing being laid. Because that's what the Trail series does. So much foreshadowing, oh my god. Speaking of foreshadowing. Apparently this is the first the Queen's hearing about this missing child. And she basically says, sorry, I have no idea, but Hilda might know. And she has a direct line to the Crossbell government, so that helps. So, that was some good stuff. We just have to go checking at the liberal news now. And everybody loves Queen Alicia. Oh, not a whole lot. Just the usual. My microphone is working, right? I'm not just talking to myself here. Yeah. Okay. And Chloe's just like, damn it, why is my grandmother so good at being a queen? How can I possibly live up to this? Yeah, you're not even the same age she was when she took the throne. It's a good point. Excellent, excellent. I'm glad that everything's working out properly this time. I had to end my last episode early because of technical difficulties. And everyone's giving Chloe the pep talk she needs, because she is actually a very capable ruler. Well, she will be. I am a fresh, youthful 25. 5 years younger than Zin, even. That's all I have to say about the Antonio Brown situation. Let's go ahead and vacate Grand Cell Castle now that we've gotten all we need to know. And it's sundown, which means we've been at this for a while. The funny thing is, you don't even really need him. Like, your offense looks, like, great without him, so... But that's the Patriots for you. Anyway, let's just go check in at the Liberal News Service. Huh. Apparently Anton has a new line if you want to do the Odyssey of Anton quest. Not that I can even remotely do it now. Seriously, where the hell's our buddy? I mean, that makes sense. You'd pretty much have to write that in there. Because dude is, completely lost his marbles. Anyway, it looks like, Niall's in the reference room, so let's go bug him. It's that bard guy, and your highness. Yep. His timing is just too perfect. So apparently Niall doesn't know too much because he's been out of the capital for a while. But I mean, he's gotta know something. And we already know that all these places got letters. Yeah, Belichick's probably just gonna sacrifice him. He needs a virgin's blood to maintain his youth. Well, Tom Brady's youth, so that's probably why they signed him. I'm kidding, of course. Antonio Brown obviously isn't a virgin. There we go. We just have to goad him into giving us information. And Niall thinks that this is a prank. This isn't, like, an actual, thing. Because he's covered terrorist threats before. Yeah, these letters don't imply a threat as much as just say it very vaguely. Yeah, all that info would be easy to find. like, yeah, easy to find, know about these places weeks ago, so it might be fair to assume that this is just a prank. At least for the news media. We have to take it seriously because we're bracers. And apparently Dorothy's in Bose. So the Army's running airship training in the Sky Bandit's old base. That's pretty nice. And we'll see if our buddy knows anything about Harold Hayworth. And hey, he can even help us out. How's your opinion of Niall not just the best guy ever? Oh, Estelle. Anyway, that's one hard day of investigation done. Let's head out. Back to the guild we go. Less aggravating. Unless you're a fan of any other team but the Patriots, then it's just hilarious. Looks like Agate's investigation's all done. And Tita and Ren are up on the second floor. Oh. Still definitely less aggravating. I mean, if that actually came out for Reen's sake, he'd lose his job. And apparently these devices can't create threatening letters out of nowhere. Alright, so we'll just go ahead and deliver the report to Colonel Sid tomorrow. Maybe Reen could pull some strings and get Yuna to graduate early. Okay, and apparently, Agate was able to get more information about the Hayworths than we were. So they'd stayed in Gransel for about 2 weeks. Apparently they checked out this morning, which makes sense. The Hayworths were apparently pretty devout. They came to worship a lot. And the priest said they felt off, which, again, matches our testimony, so that, they seem very under strain, or not all the way there. Lastly, they apparently didn't take an airship to get out of the country, which is evidence of itself. So, they didn't take an airship to get to, Liberal. Exactly. So, did she come here by land? She must have, or wait a minute. Because as she mentioned before at the airline checkpoint, she mentioned coming on an airship. They might be traveling under fake names. So, the Bracer Guild's gonna keep an eye on this little girl. Seems like the best thing we can do. Something like that. She'd definitely be pushing it. It'd be obvious by that point that she was, with child. Apparently Agate doesn't want to stay in a swanky castle. So he's gonna stay at the hotel. And so is Estelle. Well, it was worth a try. Oh, Estelle. Oh, Olivier. Alright, let's go to the bar and get drinking. Yeah, Olivier probably called Mueller like 3 drinks in. It's like, hey, Mueller, let's go boozing. Yeah, I mean, that's technically true. She will be staying at her grandmother's house. Her grandmother is the queen, but, you know, it still counts. The castle is still a house of a sort. It's kind of surprised he was good at piano. Alright. And so, babysitter Agate's gonna take the kids to bed. He'll be sweating profusely like, oh no, I thought I used protection. Oh no. It would haunt him worse than the time he killed that bear with like a wood axe. So yeah, we're gonna stick Agate and Tita in the same room together. That won't go wrong at all. Anyway, this looks like the same room that we were in with Joshua. Oh, it was. It's the exact same room. It's okay, we're looking for a lost child too, so it's like, you know, Ren's looking for her lost parents, we're looking for our lost little brother, it's fine. Maybe we can just have Ren replace Joshua, and then have all the missing people stay missing. Apparently, Ren's given up on finding her parents. So apparently we've got some promises to make to Ren here. She's just gonna call us Estelle. Like, you know, drop the whole miss part. Drop those honorifics. Honorifics are bad. And of course, Ren is obviously sharper than she looks. She notices a lot. Can you explain what you were doing with this little girl? I was showing her my sword. Wait, no, crap, no. They call me the Heavy Blade for a reason, you know, and it's, wait, shit. No, god damn it. Sir, we're gonna have to take you to jail. Maybe they'll never make up, and their links will always just be severed. No. And, of course, Estelle has to talk about her boyfriend, Joshua. Wonderful. Actually, right now I think he's a bit of a jerk. Just a bit. Taking my first harmonica lesson. That jerk. I was gonna learn how to be the best busker around. They would call me Estelle Busker Bright. But now I don't even know how to play this thing. Meanwhile, in the abandoned mine near Ravenue Village, the intelligence division's on the move. Yep. And then, like, Zin gets out of the bar 6 hours later. Hey guys, what'd I miss? Zin, Agate got arrested, and he left all of his equipment on him. That means we don't have a gladiator band anymore. What? We don't have a gladiator belt anymore? Apparently they're missing somewhere. I mean, there's evidence that there have been people here, but it's just completely empty. Apparently Annalise found something in that tent, though. Looks like some blueprints. I've sent out the invitations. I've got the table and chairs ready. Everything's ready for the tea party. Now all I need is to bake some crumpets and wait for the guests to arrive. Why is there a note about a tea party in military blueprints? Because it's not actually a tea party. Also, surprise! It's an ambush. And they don't seem to be in the talking mood. Anyway. Yep. It's a very, very bad tea party. Takes place in jail. Now, they're all too far apart to hit them with, hit them with the good stuff, so we're gonna have to hit them with the bad stuff instead. Yep. Share an Annalise? Maybe. Anyway, those goons aren't too tough, so play nice with them. They might have been on drugs or something. What great fun! You two aren't half bad, are you? What a treat! Oh, right. This bug. Where, he's apparently standing there, but his sprite doesn't actually show up on the screen. So, this is Campanella. You'll have to take our word for it. He does have a sprite. They aren't just talking to thin air. Kid, you look pretty young. Are you really part of the society? Yeah, this piece of crap. He is the fool, after all. And he just snapped his buddies back to life. And he just blew them all up. But it's okay. They're not actually people. And rather than take us on, he's just gonna, you know, piss off and run away. So, that was awkward. We can't just leave them like this. They're not bleeding at all. Oh yeah, the Send 4 variant's incredible. I love the Enforcer's theme. Yep. There are chaisms. Orbital machines capable of independent action. Oh, hi Kevin. What are you doing here? Seems like he's knee-deep into this investigation as well, so... Figure out what the hell is actually going on here. Come on, guys. You're walking right down the middle of the highway like that. Okay, we got bombs to spare. You are already dead. So that was easy enough to clean up. Apparently there's a whole bunch of these guys wandering around. Ah, this is a decoy, and the tea party seems to be taking place somewhere else. And Joshua doesn't want to infiltrate the tea party because, hey, bracers are there. He doesn't want to run into Estelle because he's scared. Yep, Joshua's still Black Ranger. That's quite an eventful night. In any case, let's go ahead and give Sid our report. Looks like Tita and Ren are having some fun running around. Yep, pretty much. Reen's group's like Fate Stay Night, but with mecha. Crossbell group is actually just a sitcom. It's a police procedural drama. Like NYPD Blue. Except I guess it would be like CSPD Blue. So the army is periodically sweeping the highways of monsters. And Lieutenant Colonel Sid has heard nothing about it. Yeah, it's NCIS, that's it. Lloyd is Mark Harmon. Lloyd's too young to be Mark Harmon. I know. Stop that. It's actually just Criminal Minds. And, alright, so... now our heroes know what we, the players, know. The Intelligence Division's on the loose, apparently. Yep. Ellie's actually just short for LL Cool J. In that case, I'll just have to run off with Estelle myself. You don't get to play Tita. I don't know, I have not seen any episodes of NCIS or NCIS LA. I'm just vaguely aware of them from the collective unconsciousness. And Ed gets tired of being the babysitter. He's like, let's get to work, guys. Unfortunately, we have to leave Ren out of the loop because, you know, we're on business. So yeah, we got Tita and Ren in our party. Let's head on back. Your guess is as good as mine. I honestly have zero inkling. Oh, it's Duke Denon. I demand at least a full squadron. 10 men, go! Oh, jeez. And hey, he's not under house arrest anymore. Unfortunately. This punishment was the height of injustice to begin with. After all, I only tried to usurp power. You know, there's nothing wrong with usurping power. It's not very Dukely to railroad everyone with your selfishness. Very you, but not very Dukely. How dare you call me buddy, you impertinent nobody? Why are you even here? Yeah, unlike you, we do work, so... Yeah, the queen is way too nice sometimes. Try and keep a clear head so you don't get played a second time, okay? You're kind of a slacker, buddy. Maybe you could try exercising a bit. Enough of your lectures. Enough of this. I shall not remain here a second longer among such riffraff. We depart for the capital. Come, let's go. I want to get out of here. Estelle scares me. True enough. Yeah, I think you really need to be more of a dad to him. And Estelle is way, way too nice. Philip, why are you dawdling with peasants? You keep loitering, we'll depart without you. God. I love these idiots. Estelle, I kind of noticed when we first met, you're kind of too nice, aren't you? No, not at all. You don't get it, don't sweat it. Estelle is truly the hero we all deserve. Anyway, let's head back to the guild. And like they were saying earlier, they have been sweeping the highways of monsters, so You won't run into random encounters even if you're trying to find them. Anyway, that's the wrong way. This is the way I wanted to go. Yeah, everyone's just like, man, isn't Reen great? He's such a do-gooder. He's such a pushover. It's so easy to walk over him. Class 7, I'm here to deliver another anime speech, because apparently anime speeches make me 20% sexier. Yeah, I actually heard that story about Cold Steel protagonist. It was supposed to be Elisa, and Reen was actually supposed to be in, like, Crow's role. So, you know, it would make more sense with their relationship together. But apparently that idea was scrapped pretty early, because they were like, well, we don't want to go too against the grain here. So they went with Reen as the hero instead, and had Crow fill Proto-Reen's role. And thanks to Brazers working in other places, we know what Sherazard and Annalise know now. Yeah, Yuna's already hooked. The head-petting king claims another victim. And we know Ouroboros has a role to play in this. That explains everything and leaves us with no questions, no siree. And Ren just quietly walks off stage left here, so don't pay attention to that. Also, where the heck is Olivier? So, apparently he had some business to attend to, and isn't going to be around with us for this little bit here. And Ren... They just finally noticed that Ren walked off. Yeah, I can kind of just imagine Yuna just kind of like standing slightly back, biting her lip, trying not to say anything, like, God damn it, I'm in front of people, I can't do this right now. And just kind of like rubbing her thighs together, like, Poor Yuna. It's hard to be a tsundere sometimes. So, Tita's mandatory for this next little section here. So I'm going to bring myself a caster around, so... We got to walk around with Chloe, Zin, and Olivier last time, so... Let's go with this group. So Ren could be literally anywhere. The department store, the history museum, and the ice cream stand, so all of the places in East Block, basically. Of course, before we do that, immediately run back into the guild and check the board. We got a new quest. there's an archaism in the east block of the sewers, so we should go take care of that first. Just again, make your save. I'm pretty sure I have equipment on Tita. Yeah. Alright. Sorry, I'm checking all the various miscellaneous things I need to do. Go ahead and talk to Anton. He's resolved to go on a journey somewhere. Maybe we'll see him again. Then we want to go to the west block and head on over to the coffee shop here. Yep. They just know from experience, like, oh no, he's claimed another one. And she has pink hair too, damn it. Emma has to use magic so she isn't susceptible to his charms. Anyway, that guy over there had the 5th chapter of Gambler Jack, so make sure to pick that up. So, let's begin our manhunt for Ren, because we've reported to the Royal Army. Bracers outside the country, outside the city are doing their jobs, so all we can do is our work here. Alright, so welcome to the East Block. It's a fishing spot right out the door here. I'm not even gonna bother. God, I hate fishing. There's a couple treasure chests in the area that you want to pick up. Some red flies there. A whole bunch of water sepith here, which is really nice, because that's been my limiting factor in actually upgrading people's orbments. And Sarah just looks on wistfully and is like, I remember when I was young. Wait, I'm still young. I'm only 27. That's young. Anyway, there's a monster chest here. We gotta go deal with that. Poison. Poison, poison. Nobody likes poison. Yep. Not a single one of them have a clue. Except for Muse. She's just like, God damn it.
We're good to go.
And Altina, obviously. And we got some boots. Some crystal heels. Anyway, this is our archaisms we need to deal with. Fortunately for us. Exactly. They're aware of it, but it's not like they can stop it.
Prepare to meet your doom!
Alright. Come on, Agate. Finish them off. Well, that's one down at least. Jeez, that self-destruct actually hurt. What a jerk.
We did it!
Well, I actually have to heal up Agate here because that self-destruct was actually quite painful. Anyway, there's a weapon for Olivier here, the Trickster. Yeah. And then there's Kurt there, and he's probably just like, oh no, what have I gotten myself into? Anyway, that lever normally opens up the shortcut there, but we're not allowed to use it in this game, so that's just gonna stay put like that. At the very least, there is one lady in Class 7 who's completely immune to his charms, and that's Milliam. Yeah, pretty much. And Machias is like, God damn it, why does Reen get all the girls in Class 7, and I'm stuck with Patiri? And then he's like, oh wait, it's because we're both complete tsunderes. That's why. It all makes sense now. Well, we might as well check all the places that she might have gone. She ran out of the department store there, so let's check the history museum next, because she came in here too. Yeah, Kurt has Sully, Ash has Tatiana, Gaius has Linde. The only one who doesn't have anyone is Elliot. Although he was hitting on Mint and, like, Bridget at the same time, so he's like, yeah, maybe. Maybe he can, steal Alan's girlfriend. Elliot's a bit of a player. He doesn't just stick to one girl. And she's looking for the colorless fish, apparently. But that's a hint for us. And now she's sending us riddles and forcing us to look for her. God damn it. I can't believe Ren was Blue Blanc this whole time. We've been duped, everyone. I'm not about to lose to an 11-year-old. Come on. Let's find us some colorless fish. I know exactly where we'd find some fish. But are they colorless? Who knows? Let's go check out the Fisherman Guild. There you go. Some fish prints. Yep. They just say, "Hey, Reen, where are you going?" He's like, "Oh, you know. Just doing protagonist stuff. I gotta go clean out Valamar's cockpit." For reasons unrelated to, Cox. And apparently Ren's given a riddle to this guy, too. Do you know where the bitter, spicy, delicious store is? I do. Let's go get some curry at, the Baral Coffee Shop. Sorry, I have to grade one of my exams. One of my students is having double D's. I mean, is getting D's. Exactly. And Ren's still on the move. Do you know where they sell the sweets that disappear if you leave them alone? And of course Estelle would know exactly where this one is. Sweets that disappear if you leave them alone? Sounds like an ice cream shop to me. Oops, I actually didn't want to go in here, but, oh well. My rotation is weird on this one. I think I might have this on inverse without realizing it. Anyway, ice cream stand is not on this side. I have to go Lance the Maiden. I mean, tell her about the Lance Maiden. Yes. Yeah, Lisa and Laura want to follow the trail, but Muse actually acts as a deterrent because she's like, nah, you know what, I'm fine with this. After all, as long as I get to videotape it, I mean, shh. Anyway, we've finally caught the kitten's tail. She's hiding at the landing port, which is just to the north here. Oh, there's a little cutscene first. It isn't Gustav and Faye. Exactly. So these are the fancy new orbital engines that they're looking for. They're functional and adorable. Yep. Well, it could be worse than having a fairy godmother. Wait, shit, this is the princess? And apparently they'll be stored at the port until the ceremony comes around. Surely this won't be important at all. She's going for the orbital catnip again. Maybe one day you'll be able to create a weapon that surpasses even the RCL. Maybe a nuclear-powered bipedal weapon. Sorry, wait, no, wrong series. So let's go ahead and Yep. We've been stopped again? And apparently Mueller is off on business. Have I ever made you worry, my dearest Mueller? At this point, I can't bring myself to care enough to worry about you. Just no international incidents, please. Oh, jeez. There's a whole massive conspiracy going on with Reen. Goddamn harem protagonists. Have you missed me so much that you came to look for me? I am touched. And it seems that Mueller's heading to Bose. And the Imperial government has a specific interest in that ship because they are former Erebonian nobles, after all. Wait, the tomboy and her brothers are nobles? You were truly unaware. Something like that. Slee knows everything, so obviously Emma would learn too. Jeez, Emma, your boyfriend was sure up late last night. And of course, Ren's been standing right behind us the whole time. She knows exactly where the camera is. And she bought us cookies and tea as a bribe. It's perfect. Good job. You escaped a scolding. Anyway, let's fill in Olivier on all the details. Off screen, of course. Oop. If you want to see scary little girl, I can totally arrange it. Apparently, while she was traipsing around, a boy gave her a letter. Let's see what it says. My dearest Estelle, I've thought this over again and again. Now I realize there's something I must absolutely tell you. I know that this is a lot to ask, but can I meet you alone? I'll be waiting this evening at the Garoon Gate, above the Onnenberg Wall. Well, it wasn't signed by anybody. A really cute boy with black hair and amber eyes apparently gave it to her. Well, we only know one person that could be. And looks like we're gonna go run off and deal with this thing. Yeah, I'm not sure if Elisa gets convinced at all. She just kind of stews over it. Anyway, we're all alone with Estelle in our party now, but Joshua is apparently going to meet us at the Garoon Gate, so we should head over there. Sanctime's to the south, Garoon's to the east. Yeah, I could believe Laura accepting it, because I imagine she doesn't really think she's in the running to begin with. But until, like, you know, Cold Steel 4, where she's like, well, screw it, I'm getting really frustrated about Reen being such a tosser about the whole thing. But I just attribute that to the curse making everyone, like, super horny. Because that's actually what the curse is. It just makes everyone super horny. That's why. That's why everything bad happens in Cold Steel 4. And that's exactly why Osborn wants to take over all of Erebonia. Sorry, wants to make all of Zemuria into Erebonia. Seems like Duke Danon's tied on one too many. I do not von Ashlish. I'm the rightful heir to this country. I think I drank too much beer. That curry stuff was quite tasty, though. I suppose luring my August self to the little presents can be enjoyable sometimes. Peasants, those rats. Claudia, embrace her girl. Why, how could little girls like them? Why, they confuse me with their words and their... Oh. Well, well, well. If it isn't, Canone. What do you want with me? You're a wanted woman, you know. And you're under arrest, buddy. Hey, it worked like a charm. That's not Joshua. That's Kevin. What the heck is he doing here? Wasn't he in Bose? How'd he get here so fast? Oh. Apparently Kevin got a strange letter. No way this is just a coincidence. I mean, hey, don't get me wrong, love can fill in any gap in age. You'd think that mean I'd have a shot, though. Apparently the guy who delivered to Kevin was a handsome middle-aged guy. Is this really just a coincidence? Is this a trap? Or was the middle-aged guy Joshua's disguise? It's a trap. Sorry. It's a trap! Two on two, and they get the initiative. So, do your best. Kevin's not very strong because he doesn't have all of his stuff on. But Estelle can take care of business, no problem. Lisa's developing a new Rhine for model product to help deal with her frustration. Yeah, there's definitely a lot to work with there. What the heck were those? Yep. Ouroboros is sending out archaisms at us. Oh, Kevin spoiled the secret. What are you doing here? Estelle, make with notebook and badge. Let the nice man know he doesn't need to shoot us in the face. At least Kevin's good at thinking on his feet. Apparently an armed group attacked on the road. Well, shit. Anyway. Kevin's got us a note. Let's just take our out and go. Wait a damn second, Kevin. If that even is your name, you can't weasel your way out of this. Cheeky winks aren't helping your case, Buster. Who in the hell are you? Yeah, he's just not any ordinary wandering priest. You'll explain everything later. But later. But we need to head to the guild house. Right away. Apparently the handwriting looks just like Joshua's, which is, curious. Same envelope. Well, you pissed off Estelle. I don't know who these jerks are. They don't get to screw with me. Yep, Estelle's gonna beat you black and blue. You like do a big dramatic reveal as an Ouroboros or something? I will brain you. Got it? No thanks. Stop trying to distract me from my burning distrust. That's okay, Kevin. I still distrust you. Anyway. We've got business in Grand Cell, so let's take care of business. And by take care of business, I mean, remember to equip Kevin with stuff? Might be a good idea so he doesn't die. But I mean, you can let him die if you want. Ah, sure, you know what? Who needs arts? No, I'm kidding. We need arts. We may or may not need Kevin for what's coming next year. And it's nighttime all of a sudden. Hopefully we won't have to engage in another sneaking mission. So let's go ahead and check on the guild. Oh. It isn't Philip. What's he doing? Metal Gear Estelle. Yep. Six beanings. More than enough to kill any man. Apparently Duke Non's gone missing. Well, we know why he's gone missing. We do big introductions later. Let's get back to the guild house. We got serious business to worry about. Yeah, so we're heading towards the conclusion of this chapter here. Poke your head in at the guild. Where the heck is Oh, shit. He's dead. I can't believe they killed Eldon. Those bastards. This truly is the world's worst tea party. Oh, he's fine. Never mind. He's just been knocked unconscious. Oh no! Everybody! Oh, that has gotta be awkward, Chloe. Just got your face in the bookshelf there. That's gotta hurt. Yeah, they've all been drugged. Somebody gave us tea and cookies that were drugged. Shit. Ren gave us tea and cookies that were drugged. Why the hell is an 11-year-old drugging our, guildmates? That bastard. Anyway, somebody's left a letter for us. Let's find out what's inside. I've taken the Duke and the girl. If you want them back, come attend our little tea party. Well, shit. So this tea party is definitely in the capital. Oh no, they kidnapped Ren. Those bastards from the intelligence division. And clearly not, Ren herself. No, she's an 11-year-old girl. She couldn't be responsible for this. To play about on his own. Yeah, about that. You're not being very sneaky, buddy. Oh, it's Shara. What's she doing here? She also got to Bose really fast. Or, from Bose really fast. And the phone's been rendered inoperative, so... both of them in this case, so... we're in a bit of a sticky wicket then. So Annalise is gonna get in touch with the army, since all these soldiers running about are just distractions made by Ouroboros. The real tea party's in the capital. Apparently they want something in the capital. Maybe something that just recently arrived. Like those engines, perhaps? Nah, couldn't be that. Yeah, well, I wouldn't say still streaming. I would say I started around noon, so... I had time, and I had the opportunity to, so figured why not, since my late night stream kind of died abruptly. A certain someone, good old someone really powerful. It's fine. We're fine now that everything's under control. They're probably not going to hit the castle. But hey, maybe our Falcon Sieg has seen something important. good thing Estelle kind of understands bird. So let's follow it west. Seems like there's something important that way. So, make sure to equip your team. The best stuff you got. Oops. I don't need that. That's better. Alright. And again, you know, make sure your orbments are all set to go here. I'm not worried too much about, like, getting the best stuff on here, just the bare necessities. Anyway, you can see that Kevin has good quartz for casting, so you can set him up as a pretty decent caster if need be. I just want to make sure all my basics are covered. Which is why this is going to be defense instead of health. Yeah. That should be fine. Hey now. We don't want to make Estelle too strong here. Anyway, we want to head further west, because that will take us to the Grand Sail port. And looks like we found the right place. Intelligence Division attack dogs. Anyway, haven't shown off Kevin's real crafts here, but he'd give up his CP to boost other people's CP. Has a single target attack. And a healing move. So, he has some decent abilities. His real draw is S-Craft, which is basic immunity to damage. Very helpful against enemy S-Crafts. Yeah, it's kind of absurd. Especially since you don't have any all-cancelers in this game. Because those are the worst. But yeah, when in doubt, S-Craft with Kevin and you will survive most things. Basically, Kevin's S-Craft is a preventative measure. Chloe's S-Craft is, oh shit guys, we fucked up, but don't worry, we'll be fine. Oh right, I don't have Agate in my party. That means I can actually just run into these things. Whoops.
Alright, what's next?
Anyway, we need to head towards the warehouse here, so let's go ahead and take a look inside. And the Intelligence Division is harassing citizens. According to the laws of the Bracer Guild, we're here to kick your ass. Surrender now, and I promise not to break your legs. Aw, how cute. They think we're not gonna break their legs. Sorry, buddy. That's not what this game is. Oh god, my knees! Yeah,
Oh, are we
cakewalk.
done already?
Long live Colonel Richard's dream! Yeah. Well, at least we saved these guys. But unfortunately for us, it looks like one of the engines is missing. Yeah, they took it further into the harbor, so that's where we have to go. Yeah, stealing a prototype engine sounds like a bad deal for everyone involved. It's gonna sabotage the peace talks, it's gonna, you know, put technology in the hands of your enemies rather than your, allies. Is not good times. I forget where I'm going in here. I know it's in the harbor somewhere. Oh. That's why. I need to go over this way. Yep, it's, ex-Captain Canon Amalthea, and it looks like they have the Duke hostage. Dude, Don, you're making the same dumb mistake again? What kind of idiot would join a fool's errand like this? You have to help me. They intend to use me. Yeah, it should be possible, I think. I mean, most of the fights will go pretty quickly, and the Cloak Quartz finishes things pretty quickly. I just need a New Game Plus file for, third chapter, as well as, I don't know, Kiseki, and I should have New Game Pluses for all of them at this point. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to stream Cold Steel on Steam or on my PS3. I mean, I could do either at this stage. It's just, I know it wasn't very nice when I tried streaming it when I got it, so I don't know if it's gotten better since then. I imagine Steam's easier. Yeah, PC has better visuals. It also has, you know, added voiced lines, so it's generally the better choice, if at all possible.
We're good to go.
Yeah, that's true as well, because streaming wasn't really great on the PS3. Yeah. Oh, what the hell was that? Looks like the special ops soldiers stalled just long enough for this to come out. Let me introduce the final boss of Chapter 3, a goddamn tank. Yeah, too bad we can't suplex this tank. Maybe one day. Oh, you know, we're just gonna blow up the castle. Alright, we gotta stop a tank. A tank that really loves to drift and destroy boxes. Now, if we can just capture Grancel Castle and the Queen... Aw, you thought this would be easy? Nope. Not even using turn signals. What kind of military professional doesn't use turn signals? Yep, our emergency help happened to be Captain Schwarz. Yep. Sorry, you're getting a parking ticket. You can't park tanks in the harbor. Straight as an arrow. Cold as midwinter, not a hint of fear. Just like at school. Alright. What the heck? Oh. There we go. That's where the gospel takes place in this chapter. The orbital shutdown phenomenon is not working on this tank. It's working on everything else, though. And those dudes are just dead. Just got roasted alive. Well, shit. And that's the end of the Royal Guard. No, we can't use arts or anything while that's running around. Oh, for sure. It's one of my favorite dungeons in the game. More for aesthetic than the dungeon part of it, but, you know. I really do like it. Metal Gear Estelle is a real thing. And it seems like Kevin's got his hand on Mayor Dalmore's artifact. It's okay, guys. You know what beats giant tanks? Javelins. Oh, nothing too special. You just break an artifact. It's fine. Yeah, it turns out Kevin's pretty crazy. I don't need the full power of the gospel to crush you. Witness the Orgiel's fury. Alright then. Now that the gospel's not working, we can beat the hell out of this tank. And we get the help of Julia for this fight as well. So. To battle. Well, let's get Julia into range first, so she can actually play games with us.
This ought to perk you up.
Anyway, let's show off what she can do. Not bad for someone who's not wearing endgame equipment. Anyway, the tank can just move around and run over you, which is kind of bullshit. But, you know, it is what it is. Anyway, show off her S-Craft while we can. It's pretty fancy, I gotta say. Not very strong, of course, but that comes with time. My basic strategy is just having Estelle wail on it until it blows up. Alright, it's charging up. You know, I thought that would work. Maybe I'm just crazy. Whatever. Anyway, show off Kevin's S-Craft as well.
I hold in my hand the chalice of heaven. May its holiest of lights act as our shield.
Basically, free instant cast Earth Guard. Really helpful for situations like that. Not that that would have done much damage to us anyways, but it's a good trick to know if you're playing base game. Oh, Julia's actually getting close to danger here. I should at least pretend like it matters. She also has some very absurd arts, so may as well give them a try before this fight ends. And there we go. Tank down.
Piece of cake.
Piece of cake. Look at all that experience I got. That fight's a lot more annoying because it has a ton of defense, so you have to be on your toes with that fight. But now that that's taken care of, it's time to force her to surrender. Or not. Nope, she's just gonna fight us on foot now. Big words for someone who brought a tank to a sword fight. Estelle really just wants to enjoy this tea party. Too bad these jerks won't let her.
This ought to perk you up. Come on.
Anyway.
Here I come.
Show no mercy. She likes dropping mines. It also doesn't have much delay, so she gets a whole bunch of turns for it. Jesus Christ, she's gonna kill Julia if she keeps that up. Alright, let's solve that problem. Show off chain attacks. I mean, they're a bit excessive, but that's how they work. Yeah, they're picking on Julia. It's not very nice of them, is it?
For the sake of my master. Get ready. This is bad.
Well, Julia's dead. Look at all these turns she gets. Look at all the CP she gets to steal. No problems when you have to carry around a weak little NPC like Julia. Funny thing is, in the fight, she's actually a boon in the base game, so this goes to show you how actual preparation matters sometimes.
Kiseki.
But yeah, easy enough fight to win. Doesn't even give us much experience. And there we are. Mission complete. Tank's blown up. Intelligence division is under wraps. And they threw him in the tank too, of course. Good thing we didn't accidentally blow him up when we destroyed the tank. Jeez. Who or what is a Ran? A girl wearing a white dress. Isn't she in the tank? I was the only one inside. Okay, you. Where's Ren? Where are you keeping her? Tell me. What? What are you... You really think you can play dumb at this point? The girl! The one you kidnapped from the guild house. Tell me where she is. Kidnapped? Girl. I see. So that was the plan all along. What? What in the... Kanon, what's wrong with you? What's wrong? Everything! How can I not laugh at myself? I, Kanon Amalthea, captain of the intelligence division. I, the author of this plan to restore the colonel to glory. I was played like a fiddle by a little girl. How rude of you to call me a little girl. Good evening. Isn't the moon lovely tonight? Did everyone enjoy the tea party? I thought the explosions and screams were best myself. Oh. Oh, crap. A child? Ren? What are you doing, Ren? Climbing all the way up there. It's dangerous up there, you know? Oh, Ren, you really are like a cat. Okay, I'll climb up to help you down, so just wait a... There's no need. After all, this is the best seat. Only fitting for the master of the tea party, right? What? Enforcer number 15, the Angel of Slaughter. That is me. And I am Ren. What? No. No! This is insane. A small child like that is a member of Ouroboros? Silly lady. There are no children or adults in the Grandmaster's sight. Just useful people and useless people. And I, Lady Ren, am very useful. Just like the Black Fang used to be. What? So then, hang on. You're the one who sent me that letter, right? That was me. 9 threatening letters. 1 letter to the churchman, 1 to the traitor lady, and 1 to Estelle. 12 letters in all. Feels like all I did was write. I bet even Louve would compliment my handwriting now. So you staged all of this? Impossible! Well, I'm the one who organized the tea party, you know. I couldn't let my guests be bored, could I? I worked really hard to make this fun. But then, what about your papa? Your mama? Ren, where are your parents? Huh? Oh, wait. You never ever realized. I must be really good at this. Either that, or you're just that dumb. Wait a minute, who you're calling dumb? Don't be angry, Estelle. You meant these, right? Oh. These aren't my papa and mama, silly. I'm actually done with them anyway, so let's break them. What? What? You... What did you do? Calm down, Estelle. They aren't bleeding. What? You're right. How? Society manufactured orbital puppets, and they look just like humans. How are they even? They don't act like people when I'm not around, though. I'm pretty sure I'm at least as good as Pedro from the Doll Knight. Oh, but this time I got kidnapped and had to be the master of a tea party. So, I'm more like Princess Tia, huh? Princess Ren has a nice ring to it. All the things to joke about. Oh, but you asked about Papa and Mama, right, Estelle? Let's call Princess Ren's real Papa and Mama now. Patter Matter, come! What's that sound? From above, look out! What the? Ah! It's enormous. What the heck is that? Oh no. The gospel. This is my Potter Mater. As big as any papa, as kind as any mama. I don't need any other papa or mama. There, ahead! Whoa, what the heck is that thing? Some kind of giant thingy? This is impossible. What the heck is... Ren? Everyone. Yay, the sleeping medicine wore off just when it was supposed to. Just like Joshua taught me a long time ago. Joshua? How do you... You know, I was just gonna gut you like a fish and rip out your heart at the end of this, Estelle. After all, the professor says you're the reason Joshua won't come back. It's your fault. What? But I really had a lot of fun, so I think I can forgive you for now. But only this once, okay? Wait, Ren! Ren, what's going on? Bye-bye, Tita. I did have fun with you. Maybe we can share ice cream again someday. Well, everyone, thank you for attending the tea party. Ciao. I concur. This robot, man. This series. Also, poor Ren. Ren! The Royal Army spent the night searching with an entire airship squadron. But they could not find the massive orbital doll, nor the girl who rode off on it. And the next day... Captain Amalthea, please, won't you cooperate with us? What kind of relationship do you have with that girl? And what do you know about the Society of Ouroboros? Captain Amalthea, Canon, stop being stubborn. At this point, you're making things worse not only for yourself, but for your men as well. I can't believe that's what you want. Is it? We all went in this prepared to lay down our lives. You'll need to come up with a better threat than that, Captain Schwarz. Stop trying to play the martyr. You saw it, same as any of us, that gigantic orbital weapon. Do you not understand that an organization that can feel such a thing has infiltrated the kingdom? How can you not understand the gravity of this situation? Captain Amalthea, Colonel Richard is, in many ways, a lover of Liberl. He wished for us to be able to stand independently against any threat we would ever face. I know he wanted that, if nothing else. And now, dark clouds gather in the skies above us. Can you not consider what he would do in this Silence. Silence, you pests! How dare you speak so casually of the Colonel's feelings? You dogs gained your new, oh-so-exalted positions by engineering his fall. Canon, would you? Oh, I have plenty to say to you too, Julia. You must be relishing every second of this, watching your longtime rival falling so far. Well, laugh then. Laugh and gloat to your heart's content. That's enough, Canon. I've crawled through filth and given all of myself to the realization of the Colonel's dream. Now that I've failed, I no longer have a reason to live. So come on then, drag me to the firing line. Let's get this over with. That's a foolish thing to say, Canon. Pardon me. General, why are you... I needed to speak to Her Majesty about something related to our most recent case. I had some other business as well, so I thought I'd stop by. I'd only arrived in Gransel a few hours ago. I see. Thank you for your help when you're so busy, sir. Cassius Bright, the author of all of our suffering. So you've come to gloat over my fall too, have you? Here to see me riddled with gunfire. Well, I certainly seem to be popular today. And here I was thinking I was actually as much of a lady killer as Richard. Oh. How dare you! If it wasn't for you, the Colonel, he would have... Oh, Cassius. I know you mean it in good fun, but don't tease her too much, yes? What? What? That was... How on earth? It's our good buddy Colonel Richard. Colonel? Colonel Richard? It's been some time, sir. Yes, it has, Major. Lieutenant Colonel Sid. Captain Schwartz. And it's good to see you safe as well, Canone. Sir! I begged General Bright to allow me to leave myself for a little while so I could visit. You see, I have something I absolutely must say to you, Canone. To me? Yes. I'm sorry, Canone. I am so very sorry. I wrapped you up in my pride and narrow vision. I've forced many bright young officers to shoulder the burden of terrible, criminal deeds. I've wanted to apologize to all of you for a while now. No, sir. No, you forced us into nothing. We followed you freely. No. No, you didn't. Even if you think you followed of your own will. In the end, I pressured you into following my desires. The responsibility is mine alone. This makes what happened this past night my responsibility as well. Sir, no! So, let me make a declaration. As of this moment, the Royal Army Intelligence Division is formally disbanded. All previous functions and duties are to be taken up by Army Headquarters, and all former staff should give Headquarters all due assistance. Canone, Captain Amalthea, thank you for leading my division in my absence until now. Sir. With all that said, you no longer need to do crazy things like this any longer. You don't need to spend your life attempting to rescue me. So please, don't say such terrible things as, bring me before the firing line. Please. Colonel. Sir. Alan. Of course, I mean, how else can you maintain your perfectly coiffed hair if you don't have hair gel in prison? Alright, it seems like we've got Miss Amalthea willing to talk. So, looks like everything's turned out alright, considering we had a tank run through Gransel for a little while there. So, for everything we've done, we got quite a few Mira and experience. And at 142 BP, we're up to D rank as bracers. And we got the Haze Quartz. And yes, Ren is officially an enforcer, which means we've run into 3 of them. And Cher's run into another, so there's at least 4 of them running around. And then there's Louve, so there's at least 5 of them running around. So, you know, they've really got quite a force here in Liberl. And yep, Ouroboros has no issue recruiting children, as we well know. It seems like she's just doing this for fun rather than for, you know, any reason in particular. Yep, everything was under control. Yeah, if McBurn was here, he would just be like, yeah, sorry guys, while you guys were having your fun, I kind of set the castle on fire. I really wanted to fight Cassius, guys. It was the only way I could think of to draw him out. Luckily, he made me really hot. Yeah, I mean, it's a dirty trick after all. No one would expect a little kid to be, you know, an Ouroboros enforcer, just off of first glance. And it's probably hitting Tita the hardest, because she bonded real fast with her. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I'm burning it. And, we've got some new and exciting motivation. We're gonna go drag Ren out of Ouroboros, kicking and screaming. Because that's what we do. It's like, man, this girl just turned evil. I'm gonna adopt her. She's mine now. Oh, well, if it isn't Kevin. Yeah, pretty much. Well, I can't imagine you would be. Okay, so you aren't an Ouroboros Skull Eater or whatever, but you never did answer my question. Who the hell are you really? So he's revealed his true nature. He's a priest of the Growlsritter. And of course Olivier knows what that is. He's been around the block. Yes, investigation and retrieval of artifacts is the work of an arm of the church called the Growlsritter, or the Grail Knights. The first we're hearing of them. Their members aren't public knowledge, for reasons. He's kind of the fresh-faced new guy on the team. And the church has known about Ouroboros for a while now, but since they're making waves, it's time for the church to act. And he clearly knows about the Shining Ring, because that is one of the goddess's treasures. There have been some people asking a whole lot of specific questions about the Septarians across the entire continent. The expendable new guy to see what's what. And we don't really know much about it. But that's why Kevin's here, to figure out the truth. And since, you know, we seem to be on the level, he's willing to trust us with this information. So, I mean, hey, we might as well work with the church on this. All the allies we need are, you know, we need all the allies we can get, basically. And he's gone. He could stand to be a bit more elegant. You realize there's exactly zero elegance in your stream of constant nonsense, right? Oh man. Estelle's one-liners are the best. And it seems like all of the regions are going to be hit by Ouroboros here, so we might as well go to Roland or Bose next. Speaking of, the phone's ringing. Ah, the Sky Bandits have appeared in Bose. Apparently they're back at their old digs. Seems like we should head to Bose. Maybe the society is involved. Or maybe not. And it looks like Annalise is going to go back with Kurt and join their team. So now we've got our gang together again. So yeah, we've got one team chasing the leads that are happening across La Pearl. The other team's going to go infiltrate their base. That seems like a good plan. So yeah, we don't get to have Annalise in our party ever again. Sorry, everyone. But the cutscenes aren't done yet. We got a whole lot of them to get through. After all, we gotta go back to the Society's secret base on the Valeria Lakeshore. You would think people would see a giant archaism flying around and just like, hey, I saw this thing moving, you know, southwest or whatever. And of course, Louve is, you know, praising this girl for being so creative. He's just a good old doting papa, you know? We had tea and crumpets and explosions. How ladylike. And, all those dolls seem to have ferreted out Joshua's location, Ouroboros, so... And Louve is just like, hey, maybe don't trust the professor. He's not a very trustworthy guy. I don't even feel like murdering them, which is rare for me. I feel like murdering everyone. Aww. Speaking of creepy people. Hi, Campanella. It's nice to see your sprite. Hi, wise man. It's not nice to see you at all. Perhaps you should have reserved the better seats ahead of time, Campanella. No. She's a nice person. Let's make Estelle one of our friends. That's not gonna work. That's going a little too far with your jokes, Professor. You need not remind me of the Grand Master's edicts, Louve. I care nothing for them, after all. Yes, you weren't forced into anything. Not technically. And technically is the best kind of correct. So yeah, Wise Man, still a prick. Anyway, we can form our party now. Scheherazade just joined our team. She's also way stronger than everyone else. We've been bringing Chloe along practically all the time for the last chapter, so let's
Ready?
put Cher to use and put in her best buddy Olivier. Her boon companion on the travails we call life. So we could head to... We also don't get the chapter screen yet, which means, you know, there's still things we need to do. Oh yeah, I forgot to report that sewer monster quest we did, so... We're up to 146 BP. And there's a monster on the Royal Avenue we would need to take care of before getting a flight. In any case, let me just see how far we've gotten along here. Okay, I'm pretty much right at 3 hours. This is a good enough time to stop the episode, I think. So yeah, I'm gonna call it quits here. But I would like to thank everyone for coming today. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Trails in the Sky, Chapter 3. We had lots of fun with the tea party. We learned a whole lot, and had a whole lot of cutscenes. We also know that Wise Man is a total prick. So, can't wait to put a stick to his face. Ha, ha, ha. In any case, this has been Logic Blade. Thanks for coming, everyone. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're watching this on Twitch, thanks again for coming tonight. I will see you next time for Chapter 4. The title of Chapter 4 will remain a secret for reasons. Until then.